Hey everybody, this is the Sliders Review, and I'm here today to talk to you about So Weird Season 1 Escape. So I got this episode mistaken for the one where Jack finds Gabe. I thought this was it, so I watched it. I watched this one ahead of schedule because I do plan on talking more about So Weird, just wasn't now. But since I watched this and it was a good episode and spine chilling, I decided I'm just gonna review it. So, Escape. This has to do with the dudes, the gang. It's like Clues in this episode. I miss Clue. I like Clue a whole lot much more than Carrie. They're with Jack and Fiona, and they're at an amusement park. And so, like, they're just there hanging out. And then Clue and Jack see this girl, this beautiful girl. So, of course, they're stricken by her, and they chase after her. Well, they leave Fiona by herself, and this angers Fiona, and rightfully so. So Fiona is basically just like going around the amusement park all by herself, pissed. And pissed she is. So like she's on the Ferris wheel, grumpy looking. It is quite a sight to see. And so like as dudes are like following her and everything, Fiona later sees the girl. And Fiona's like trying to talk to her, but then notice the girl walks straight through her. Fee has no idea what this girl is. She assumes she is a ghost. And so when she tells the guys that, of course, Jack doesn't believe it. And Clue does, because Clue's always that nice dude, like, who believes Fee and everything. Not sure why, but he does. And so, like, they have no idea how they're gonna find this girl. But then they tell Fee that she had like a school shirt on. So this causes Fiona to like run to like the nearby school because they're in a different town. So they're not in their normal town. So they go to the school and they go to the library. And Fiona asks like the dude there, can you help them find like a girl? Of course it's gonna be impossible. But he tells them look in the yearbook. And when they find her, they assume that since she's a ghost, that's what Fiona assumed, that like she already graduated and stuff. But Fiona did not check the year of the yearbook. And the dude's all like, she never graduated. She still goes to school here. We have chemistry class together. So after finding out her last name, they go to like an arcade, they're hanging out, and then there's the girl again. And every time they're around this girl, she never speaks to them at all. She just looks, kind of has like a little smiley smirk on her face, and just like sometimes she'll hang out with them, another time she just goes by her own. And so Fiona is on like the case. And so she gets a phone book and she looks up this girl last name. There are only 4 people in town with that name. And Fiona boldly goes to this girl's house and she confronts the girl, talking about, like, what exactly are you? Like, because Fiona no longer thinks she's a ghost. Now she thinks she's astral projecting herself, which is something many people have speculated back in the day, but they can't find no true proof of this. But people believe they see folks appear in one place and then appear in another. So the girl tells Fee, like, she just does it for fun. Like her parents, like the girl is super smart, a genius and everything, and her parents want the best out of her. They live in a fancy mansion of a house. And her parents, they constantly tell her, you have to study, you have to get good grades. If you fail your class, it looks bad on us. So she has one of those type parents, you know what I'm saying? And so she needs escapism. So what she does is that when things get too stressful for her, she just like astral projects herself someplace else in town. Normally she does it when she's at school, and sometimes she'll do it when she's at home. She told Fee she used to do it in the treehouse, but Fee tells her, look, this is dangerous what you're doing. Because what are some other places you sleep at? She tells her, like, one time I fell asleep at a bus station and everything. And that's very dangerous to have your body just laying there motionless and you can't do nothing and somebody can get you. So Fee tells her, there are like repercussions to all this. Like one man once astral projected his body and could not return to his body and mistakenly went into that of a dead corpse and everything. And so the girl does not want to hear this at all. So she astral projects herself in her room and walks through the window. This pisses Fee off. Now, Jack doesn't still believe any of this, and Clue thinks she's some kind of weird ghost astral projecting girl because he believes Fee. And so, like, at some point, they try to like make contact with her again, but her mom says they can't find her. So, they see her again at the like amusement park. And so Clue and Jack, they're still like in love with this girl, right? And stuff like that. But like they can't keep up with her. She keeps like moving too fast for them. So Jack is still not believing. And Fee's just like, look, okay, fine. You think she's sleeping, you find her body. And I'll find the part that you don't believe in. So the dudes, they're looking for the girl's body all around town. Which they gotta stop and think on a writing perspective. How in the world are they gonna find this girl? And the city is big. So Fiona is chasing down the astral projection person in the mirror house. Jack and Clue, they remember something Fee told them, that the girl used to go to a treehouse and sleep. And so when they're in the woods, they see a treehouse and they go there and she is there. But the treehouse is old and the wood is rotted. And they keep trying to wake her up, but she will not wake up. She has astral projected herself way too many times where it's almost impossible now for her to wake up. So Fee is trying to like tell her, like, I get why like you escape your body. I wish I could do the same thing too. But you gotta understand, like, your parents care for you and they just want the best from you. And this whole reality of astral projecting yourself and living this out, this fantasy is not real. And you know exactly where the real you is at. So she's trying her best to get into the head of this girl. However, danger comes. The wood, like I told you before, is rotted. And when the boys are up there with the extra weight, it collapses. The girl falls nearly to her death. Jack is somehow able to catch her hand, and Clue is able to catch his feet. They're all dangling like, what that thing called? Monkeys in a barrel or something like that? They look like that. And so, like, they are desperately yelling at the girl, trying to get her to wake up, but she will not wake up. And then it takes about a full minute for her to wake up. When she does, she is petrified, terrified out her mind. She's like, arms and legs are just waving everywhere, and she's screaming and hollering, and they're trying their best to pull her up. Somehow they are able to the point where she's literally slipping, but they are able to pull her up. And so as they're walking back to the amusement park to find Fee so they can take her back home, she tells them Fiona was right. Like, sleeping at random places is not safe. Anything could have happened to my body. And it was a lot harder for me to come back. And so when her parents come, they have a long talk with her, and she's going to tell them about how stressed she is and how stressed they make her and all this other stuff. So once again, Fee has saved the day. Fee is a very impulsive person who will kind of like assert herself in another person's life, whether they want her to or not. But she does it because she feels as though they need her and stuff. And I love that aspect. Like, you haven't seen a Disney Channel show like that in forever. Like, The Secrets of Sulphur Springs is similar, but not really. Nothing will ever beat that of So Weird when it comes to Disney Channel in terms of how it was presented, because this was truly Disney Channel going beyond their brand that they have presented themselves as. Alrighty, well, I'll talk to y'all later. Bye.